Hi everyone, today I am so excited because we're doing round 2 of a full face of Primark. So we did this not that long ago. I think it's a sign that I need to stop shopping, but regardless, we're doing it again. We're seeing what else Primark has to offer. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So, quick note, I did use that the sheet mask thing. I used that last night. Really liked it actually. And I'm also wearing that cute little t-shirt I showed you from Primark, the little racerback one. It's like even cuter on. I really like it. And I just paired it with a hoodie. This is actually Cameron's. It's brand new from Asda, but I thought it would look cute. So I'm going to start with these eye patches. So these are the Prep and Perfect Hydrating and Revitalizing eye patches. And I actually tried these out yesterday as well. I really like these. You get like 15 treatments in here, which is loads for £1. I'm just gonna shove this on. Have I got 2 here or is that just 1? If you see me looking down over here, it's just because that's where my new mirror is, so I can actually see what I'm doing. But I really like these. They feel super hydrating, but they also actually like stay where you put them. Like so many of these eye patches, you'll put them on and they just slide about all over the place, whereas these, they actually stay where you put them and they feel quite thick and like, I actually really like them. I'm also going to start off by doing a little bit of a lip scrub. So this is the PS Vanilla and Jojoba lip scrub. I'm going to sneeze. I've also used this as well and I really like it. So it's like, it's just super scrubby, but it's not like messy. It's just, oh, it smells so good as well. And you don't end up with like loads of bits like in your mouth. I hate when that happens. Like I don't like eating this stuff. But with like the hot ones, you just end up with loads of little chunks in your mouth and I don't like it. Whereas this, like, it proper feels like it's, like it feels gritty. Like it feels like it's doing something into, it feels like it's doing something to my lips but in like a really good way. I really like this. So now let's go in with a little lip balm. So this is the PS lip balm. It's strawberry infused. I've also tried this and I like this as well. Like it's quite a thick paste and it does have a tint to it, but not really that you can see when like it's on your lips. But it feels super nice and moisturising. I'm also going to do a little spritz of this. This is the PS Hydrating Facial Mist from the Gentle range. Like you can see I've nearly used this up, so I'm just going to use a bit before we start. Nice. So now I'm going to start off with my eyeballs. So just brought you in a bit so you can hopefully see a little bit better. Also don't mind this whole mess behind me. Cameron's been painting this morning. So yeah, everything looks a bit crazy. Just don't mind it. So to start off, I'm going to prime my eyelids. And to do that, I'm going to use the PS Pro Brightening Radiant Under Eye Concealer. So this was £3.50 and they only had it in the one shade, so I'm really hoping that this works for me. I'm just gonna like shove some of that on. This is quite a small doe foot. It's looking a little weird. I'm gonna use a brush. So, eyes, eyeshadow palette. I got this little beauty. This is the mini PS One in a Melon eyeshadow palette. It's so cute. And it looks like this, so I thought we could do something to sort of match my top today. I have no idea what we're gonna do. First I suppose I should get a brush. That's always a good idea. I have this little eyeshadow brush as well, this defining eye brush from Primark, and I'm probably gonna use this as well. So I've just got like a fluffy brush here, and I think, I don't know, but I think I'm gonna start with this super pale pink up here. They don't have any shade names. Doesn't seem to have much kickback at all really. And I'm just gonna like, oh, that's actually nice. I'm just gonna like start stamping that on a little. Oh, that actually shows up and it's like quite a pastel shade. Very nice. Oh wow, that actually has a lot of pigment in it, like more than I had expected. Then let's go in with this pink over here. I don't know what I'm doing. I am gonna, oh, you are very pretty. I'm going to try and use as many shades as possible, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just blending that in my crease as well. That's a super pretty colour. I really like that colour actually. Then I'm going to take my little Primark brush and go in with this one. Ooh, super pigmented. And let's just like pop that on my lid. A little bit of fallout as you can see. I like how this palette has essentially just like a bunch of different variations of like the sort of like pinkish shade. And they do all show up, because I was a bit worried that with something like this, they were all just sort of going to look the same. But they actually do look different. And then I have this guy, which is actually like a smudger brush. But I like it for stamping on pigment. So I'm going to take my colour and just stamp that on and see if I want to do a shape or something. Does that match my t-shirt? Alright, so we got something like that for now. So it's not matching exactly how I want it to. So I think I'm just going to shove shimmer on top of it. So there's 5 shimmers in here, 4 mattes in here. So the shimmers are this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So I'm going to start with this yellow. I'm just going to take my finger. I'm going to pop that right here. Ooh, okay, so it's not like really shimmery. I'll just wipe this brush off quickly. So I'm going to take my yellow. And I'm just going to spray it with this hydrating mist. And let's see what that looks like. It is a bit sheer. It's weird. I think I preferred it with my finger though. Then I'm going to take the purple right here. This doesn't seem to want to pick up on my finger. I think it might be pressed a little bit hard. Like, I'm proper wiggling in there and like that's all I'm getting. So I think it's just pressed too hard. Like in the actual pan. But I'll try and shove a little bit on. Okay, yeah, that's not really what I wanted either. Let's go in with a bit of this blue. But oh my god, did you see that? I literally just took my finger and just tapped over it and it's all gone. At least if you don't like the shimmers, you can literally just touch them and they fall straight off your eyeball. You can't even see the blue. Yeah, so I don't like this, so I'm actually just gonna wipe it off and do something different. But I tried it and so far I don't like it. Let's dip into my little melon palette, take this light pink up here. Then I'm gonna dip into this one and just pop that on my outer part. It's just really not wanting to stay this shade. Then I'm gonna slap this blue all over my lid. Try and properly pick it up and swipe. It's really quite sheer, but it'll do. And then I'm just going to take this pink, which is like a shimmery pink. Pop that on my outer corner. Oh, hello. It literally just all flicks away. And then I'm just going to take this white. This is the most promising one in the palette. And I'm going to pop that to start with there. And then I'm just going to... I want to essentially cover most of what I just did because it's shit. You can see I have like so much fallout. It's going everywhere. So if you are going to use this palette, use it before, do your eyes before you do your base. Okay, so honest first impressions on this, I don't like it. I feel like it's just blend, like, the mattes seemed okay, but they're not that fab. The shimmers just literally, like, they don't stay on. And that white shade also blends away and has left me with glitter all over my face that I can't seem to get off. So, I would say that it looks cute, but definitely not my favourite. Probably won't be using very often. Although I do feel like it's giving me sort of like this light ethereal cloud like pastel look, which I kind of like, but it's definitely not what I wanted for this look. And it's just a little bit lackluster for me. But now let's move on to the base makeup. So the thing that I am super excited for is this. So this is the PS Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Primer. So yeah, I think it's meant to be a dupe for the Bobbi Brown face base thing. It's like a super weird texture. It's like really thick and weird and it's kind of hard to get out. But I'm gonna slap some of this on my face. Feels good though. I don't think I'm keen on the smell. I have no idea what it is, but it kind of smells a bit weird. And it feels like a little bit tacky. So I'll see how makeup applies on top of this. Obviously I'm going to be using a foundation today that I've never tried before, so I'm not going to be able to see how this actually really works, but I am going to be trying this out because I'm really excited for it. So for foundation, I've got this PS My Perfect Colour foundation contour stick. Mine is in porcelain. I've been wanting to try this for ages because everyone raves about it, but let's give this a go. And I'm going to swipe some on my face. Let's do this half of my face first. Let's do this side with a beauty blender or e.l.f. Totally Face Sponge. Oh, it blends out pretty easy. It seems to be going on fine on top of that moisturizer primer thing. Oh, and it has okay coverage actually. Okay, so it has sort of like a light to medium coverage. Like it has covered a bit, but you can definitely still see things poking through. I think it looks really nice. Like just the way that it's evened out my skin tone and everything, I actually enjoy that. And it doesn't feel like weird and thick like I was worried it would. This is only my second time ever trying a stick foundation. My first time, well my first and only time was that Cover FX stupid little click stick thing, the tiny one, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it feels, but this feels nice. What am I doing? I'm going to blend the other side out with just a standard flat top brush just to see if there's a difference. So with the brush, it's like a tad streaky. Like you can see the brush strokes. So I would want to go over it with a sponge just to press it properly into my skin. But you do get more coverage with the brush. I still like the finish of it. It still looks really natural. But it definitely does affect the coverage, doesn't it? Ooh, I like this. I'm going to add a second layer because it says it's got buildable coverage and it says it's a blendable natural finish, which it does look super natural. But let's see if we can build this up a little. I always get worried with blending stuff because I feel like then you have like a lot of makeup like just sitting on your skin, and that's when it looks really cakey. But I'm going to start by blending this out with a brush, and then I'm going to go over with a sponge, probably just like press it into my skin. But look at that coverage. Ooh. So you can see it definitely is sitting a little weird on my nose.
That is goddamn crazy.
What?
She's so loud.
It's maybe just not blending into my skin as nicely as I want it to. But let's do some concealer. So I have, again, the Brightening Radiant Under Eye Concealer. I've got this in the shade 132 Neutral. I'm going to do half of my face with this. Oh my god, I still have little glitters on my face. Okay, to be fair, the colour is not that bad, and that is nice. I like that. What coverage is this meant to have? Blendable coverage, weightless and traceless. That looks nice. Like, that actually looks like I've slept well. The only thing is you do have to dip back in for stuff quite a lot. Like, it doesn't seem to hold a lot of product on the doe foot. Okay, so I'm just going to set under my eyes with I'm just going to use my Technique Vitamin C powder under my eyes because it's trusted and I know how it works. And then I'll use a Primark pressed powder over the rest of my face. It's coming away on like by my tear duct a little bit, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, so you can see like in here, it's coming away from my tear duct a bit. It's probably because I have super watery eyes, but I'd really rather it did not do that. Even though I powdered it down, if I touch it, it's just like moving around everywhere. Like, I don't know why. And look at that, it's coming away from my inner corner, like the eyeshadow is, where my tear ducts are. You know, this actually happened to me with the with this other Primark palette. I was wearing it, God, it was a couple of weeks ago, and my eyes started watering and I touched them, and then like the whole part of my inner corner was missing. So it's probably just the shadows, they just don't seem to want to stay. Anyway, let me grab a brush and let's set the rest of my face with this PS Pro Natural Finish and Flawless Powder. You can apparently also use this as a foundation. I haven't tried. I've never tried a powder foundation, but I just feel like it would make my skin look too dry. It looks quite matte and quite dry powdered down, but I'll have to see how it wears. Like, so far it's not too dry to the point where like I look crusty or anything, but it is looking a bit drier than normal. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some bronzer, blush and highlight because I do not have any, and then I'll be back with you to try the rest of the stuff. So back in a minute. Okay, so I put some bronzer, blush and highlighter on. This is how we're looking. I also put some highlighter on my inner corners, hopefully to cover up that whole weird tear duct situation that was going on. So if I quickly just do lips, so I've got this PS Bronze Kiss lipstick. It doesn't have a shade, but it's just all like this peachy nude thing. It's not the best quality, like it's a little bit streaky. It is moisturising though. I'm gonna finish up my lower lash line real quick. So I suppose I'll take my Melon palette and I'll just take, I think I might take this one. I actually haven't used this one yet. It definitely is very pink. I don't want like a lot of it because I don't want to look like I've got pink eye or something. I'm not gonna lie, my under eyes have looked better. Like, where I'm trying to blend it in here, it's like coming away from my tear duct. And I don't love the way it looks, but we're here. So now let's try out the mascara. So this is the PS Wonder Lash. It's got length, definition and lift. It's got a pretty skinny little wand, and it looks like the wand is super flexible, which I don't know if I'm keen on, but let's give this a go. Wow, straight away it's like super black. It's got like a plastic wand and it kind of hurts my eye a little as I put it on. Have you ever had anything like that? It feels like quite a wet formula, like quite clumpy. Okay, wow, that is just like clump city. Like, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, no, that is just, it's super wet and it's not separating my lashes properly. Like, I can see my lashes out of the corner of my eye, and they feel heavy and they just look super clumpy. Like, if you like clumpy lashes, then yay, but I personally just don't. I prefer like wispy thin lashes. Yeah, not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna just take a regular spoolie and just brush through them. And also it's not waterproof and my eyes water a lot, so I'm just gonna go over with a coat of my Technic Mega Lash. The Technic makes it look like a little bit better, a little bit like more my kind of cup of tea. But I think that first one was just, it's just so clumpy that I kind of can't really do a lot on top. Alright, so there's two things left to test. I've got an eyebrow pencil and I've got a freckle pen. So I'm gonna try out the freckle pen first. So this is the PS freckle pen. I have mine in medium brown, that's all they had. And oh, it's just like a big old felt tip. So let's just dot this on, I suppose. I've never used like a pen version of this. I've just sort of always taken like a cream contour and then like dabbed it with like tweezers. So I'm excited but nervous. Maybe could have even done with like a darker, more cool toned one. I mean, this one is like fine, but it's just a little light and warm toned. But it is super easy to get super small little like dots. So the last thing I have to try is an eyebrow pencil. So this is the PS Line and Define Brow Duo. So it's got a felt tip brow liner and just like a pencil. So I'm going to start off with the pencil side. So I think it's going to be a really good colour for me actually. And it's so thin that you can really just make like little hair strokes. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot actually. That's like a really good colour for me and you can make really good little strokes with that. Let me know if you want a full in-depth brow tutorial because I've been doing them differently. I've been doing them a bit more like feathered and stuff. So let me know if you want that. I was thinking about doing like a short of it, but I don't know. Oh, I enjoy that a lot. I like those brows. So now let's try out this felt tip side, which I'm actually really nervous for because I feel like this could go really wrong. So it is just like a felt tip. I'm so scared. Let me do some in this middle part. Oh, okay. Is it doing anything? So I actually like that, like, it's very subtle, like it barely does anything, but I actually really like it. Like there's some good old brows, isn't they? And I'm just gonna set my makeup quickly. I'm gonna use this Primark Prep and Perfect Performance and Setting Mist. It legit has such a light mister. So this is my finished look using my full face of Primark makeup take 2. I like the finished look. I think it's cute, but I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't a lot of winners today. I feel like it was quite like it was quite a bad day. The skin stuff, Primark skin stuff, I actually think is super good, and I think it's definitely worth you checking out. The makeup, some of it is good, some of it's not good. I don't think I would recommend to you their eyeshadow palettes. I just don't think that the quality is there with them. Like, of the ones that I've tried, I've tried 3. These are the only 2 I have in my collection right now. But I've tried 3, and I would just say that the quality is just, it's not there. You can definitely get better quality for like the same price. The base products I actually think were really nice. Like, I like the way my skin looks. It definitely does not look like I am wearing like a £2.50 foundation stick. Looks really nice. I like this freckle pen a lot. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. But the standout product for me, the one thing that I think is definitely worth it, is this eyebrow pencil. Like, there's some good eyebrows. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and click the little why can't I speak? Click the little notification bell thing. And yeah, without further ado, I will let you get on with your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.